All right. How's everybody? Thanks for those questions. So nice to see you all. I was just telling Ben and team that I was a little tired and sore today. I've been playing toilet tag for an hour and with my kids and my niece who was over. And it's basically a game in the parking lot and in the backyard of where we're living. Of when you get tagged, you freeze and you have to put your hand up like a toilet flush. And if somebody comes by, they can flush you and you're untagged. So it's a series of interval trainings. And I think if you want to get in good shape, a good game of toilet tag with a bunch of 12 and 9-year-olds is perfect. So that was great. Otherwise, we are ready for a nice Qigong session. Now, the other thing that happened last night, I had all my kids and they wanted to make chocolate chip cookies while we watched Chinese martial arts films. So that was kind of our deal. I said, hey, let's watch some Chinese martial arts films like Bruce Lee and whatnot. I wanted to introduce them to Qigong practice, and they bargained for chocolate chip cookies. So I had a few chocolate chip cookies while we watched martial arts films. So I'm like, hey, you know what? I bet it would be good to work on our digestive systems. We're home a lot more. Stoking the digestive fire could be good. We might be eating more things than we're normally used to. I know I am spending more time with the kids and experimenting in the kitchen. So let's do a little Qigong for metabolic fire and boosting the energy in our digestion. So you're going to have your hands here, and this is a little routine you can do before eating. Before eating, it's actually a great weight loss Qigong practice. Before eating, because what you're going to do is boost your energy in your digestive organs. And then when you eat food, it turns it into energy. It doesn't linger in the belly. So think of your digestion as a fire. And if you eat healthy food, it's like good wood on that fire. If you eat unhealthy food, it's like a wet log on a fire. But if your fire is strong enough, it'll still burn that log. So we want to do both. We want to eat healthy food and we want strong digestive fire. But that's not always the case, so we're going to work on our metabolic fire. So breathe into your belly. This is going to be inhale and exhale into the lower abdomen. When you exhale, abdomen moves towards the spine. And when you inhale, abdomen expands. Taking some nice deep breaths into your belly. Now, like any fire, what does fire need? It needs oxygen. So when you're breathing down here, it's oxygenating the metabolic fire. Metabolic fire, mainly in your small intestine. The heart, the fire element, the yin organ, and the small intestine is the yang organ of the fire element. And this has to do with digestive fire. Now what I want you to do is tap on just right around your navel. And tap these points here, and this is going to help your digestive system. Right over the navel. See, this is a good one to do before eating, but not a good one to do after eating, especially a big meal. You don't want to be banging on your belly after eating. So you would do it before to stimulate the organs to then be able to turn food into energy. Now come up to your solar plexus, knock here. And then just below the navel, and knock here. Below the navel, this point is called the Sea of Qi. It's a good energy point as well. And then what we do is we're going to come up the right side and down the left side. And up the right side and down the left side. And make a big circle going with the flow of digestion. And if you have just eaten, you could still do it, you just do it very lightly. And if it's before a meal, you could do it stronger. Now you just energize all the internal organs. Now come back to the navel. Tap over the navel. And then hold your hands there and feel the energy in all the internal organs. Now from here, Another one to boost metabolic fire is fanning the fire. It's a breathing exercise. So now you're going to go. And as you exhale, the abdomen goes back towards the spine. Exhale all the way out. Take some slow, deep breaths. Very good. And you've brought Qi into this area, which is great for Qigong practice, great for before eating, or in general, just healthy digestive system and internal organs. All right, bend your knees. Turn from your hips and your waist. Let's knock on the door of life. Knock on the door of life. Turn from your hips and your waist. Let your hands knock across your lower abdomen. And let your hands knock across the lower back. And just activate the Qi. There's a meridian line that is the only horizontal meridian in Chinese medicine. This is called the Dai Mai, D-A-I. That means belt. Mai, M-A-I, means channel, the belt channel. And your hands are knocking across it. It's like a belt around your waist, and it contains and keeps all the energy in your body contained. So what you're doing here is knocking on the belt channel, which helps to keep your Qi contained within you so that it doesn't dissipate. And the Dai Mai, the belt channel, is good for digestion and reproductive health. Now go ahead and turn, look over your shoulder. Get a nice spinal twist. And we slow it down, and relax. Very good. Let's do a little clearing and cleansing, releasing old energy, releasing stress. Your arms come up. And we're going to just whoosh, drop the arms. Arms come up. And as you drop the arms, you're going to turn from your hips and your waist. And let one arm go in front of you, the other behind you. And we clear old Qi out of the upper back, neck, and shoulders. And we clear old energy from between the shoulder blades and the heart center. Go ahead and exhale into that twist. Exhale into that twist. Release, clear, and let it go. Any emotional stress that you're carrying in your body, let it go, clear it out. When you clear the stress, you come back to a balance point within yourself. You have really good energy within yourself. It's just that stacked on top of it is stress or worries and anxieties. So when you clear out that energy, you come back to your natural energy. And the wonderful thing about our internal energy, the natural energy that we have within ourselves, it's a light sense of joy and inner peace. So we're clearing everything out that is not resonating with that light sense of joy and inner peace. Slow it down and relax. Cleansing and clearing. So right in this area, we tend to hold too much stress, tension, and tightness. So let's work a little bit on our muscles in our neck and shoulders by taking the palms together behind the back. Fingers pointing down. And then let's slowly just circle the head. Slowly circle the head. And you can go real slow. You don't have to push into the stretch. Go slow. Don't push into the stretch. Just relax the head, neck, and shoulders. And feel that lengthening through all the muscles. There at the top of your shoulders are the trapezius muscles. And down between your shoulder blades, the rhomboids. You even stretch through the deltoids, the shoulder muscles, and through the forearms into the fingers. Especially if you press the palms together a little firmer, you get that nice stretch all the way down through the arms. Circle the head the other way. And breathe. Breathe deep. And breathe. Breathe deep. Stretch and lengthen. Let's do a little shaking. Let's just bounce into our heels. You know, when there's a lot of stress going on in our personal lives or all around us in society, shaking is a great exercise to do a couple of times a day. And it just ensures that you're releasing stress that's around you, that we're not taking it on. If we are taking it on and it's being internalized, we get rid of it as quickly as possible. And you'll see this in animals. They shake when they've been under stress. Like if a zebra gets attacked by a lion but doesn't get eaten, it'll shake for 2 or 3 minutes and then it releases and its nervous system gets cleared. So this is a great way of resetting your nervous system, getting out of stress mode and back into relaxation. Nice deep breath with a long sigh. Slow it down. Feel the chi. Feel the energy in your body. Hands on top of your thighs now. Let's do a wave with the spine. Let's extend the chin forward. Chin to the chest. Tuck the tailbone under and roll up. Extend the chin. Chin to the chest and rolling up. Inhale as you come up. Exhale. Wave forward. Inhale as you roll up. Exhale forward. Deep breath. Exhale. Wave the spine. Bring that flow and fluidity into the back. Bring that flow and fluidity into the spine, like a wave rising out of the ocean. When you inhale, roll up. Now come all the way up, and we'll do a little different variation of the wave. We're going to do a smaller variation where you still extend your chin and then roll up from your tailbone, but we're going to do it a little bit quicker to unlock and release all the joints in the spine. Wave and roll up. Wave the spine, tuck your tailbone, and your spine, like a whip, waves and undulates and brings a lot of circulation into the back. Try to go just a little bit quicker and smoother. Wave the spine. And then this again brings a lot of circulation into the back and pumps the cerebral spinal fluid. Slow it down now. Bend your knees and hinge forward at your waist. Relax. Releasing the lower back and the sacrum. Knees are bent. And then what I want you to do is roll up, but go up very slowly, one vertebra at a time. Rolling up very slowly. Keep your chin down to your chest. And roll up one vertebra at a time, nice and slow, until you come all the way back up to standing, and see if you can feel some energy moving in your spine, right on up through the back into the head. Very good. This is a great spinal enlivening exercise. It's one of the youthful vitality exercises of the spine, to wave and roll in different speeds. So the first one is kind of the middle ground, and then we did the second one a little bit quicker, and the last one we hang forward and very slowly roll up, and that energizes the spine and the nervous system. Now what we're going to do with our flows today, we're going to bring some spinal movements into our flows. For example, the extended wave is where we have our hands here, and we're going to press the hips forward like that, arms out to the sides, and then when you glide the hips back, hands come over the head and forward. Bend your knees. Press the hips forward. Hands over the head. Glide the hips back. And this one is like you're grabbing or grasping the chi and pulling it up over the back and letting it flow down the front of your body. And push the hips forward. Grasp the chi. Bring it up over the back. And then let it flow down the front of your body. And inhale, coming up. Exhale, forward and down. And a deep breath. Exhale, let it flow forward and down. Feel that water element moving through you, calming and soothing your whole mind-body system. Hips glide back, hips push forward. You are getting a full mind-body workout with this routine. Beginning of class, we warmed everything up, and then we stretched the lines of tension. And now we're working with the water-like flows to soothe the mind, energy, replenish the energy of the body, transform stress into vitality. Now coming up, relax. And there's a particular style of Qigong, it's called white crane, and it works with this undulating spine. And you'll see and recognize some of these movements, but we're going to do it with more spinal wave. So the first one is a spinal wave and the arms go out. And then as you wave and roll up the spine, the hands come in. And then you glide the hips back, arms float out. Spiral in, push the hips forward. And glide the hips back. And push the hips forward. And what you'll notice is we have a spinal wave, a wave through the spine, and spiraling movements in the arms. And you don't necessarily have to do it in a big movement. You can do a smaller movement with this. So make sure it feels comfortable in your body. It's hips glide back, arms out. Hips push forward, spiral in. So you're working again with the wave through the spine and the spiral in the arms. Now go just a little quicker and just work the energy, the water-like flow through the whole body. Spiral the arms, wave the spine, and see if you can just synchronize these two movements. Wave the spine, spiral the arms, and you are cultivating, circulating vital life force energy through your whole body. Unlocking the joints. You're moving the whole spine, but it's connected to the shoulders. So that releases tightness out of the upper back. Now slow it down and take it all into your heart center. This is the lotus blossoming into the heart. Touch your heels, touch the heels of the hands. Bend your knees. Breathe into your heart center. You might feel your hands nice and warm, your body warm, energy circulating. Take some deep breaths. Feel your heart open. So we've cleared the stress out of the body, which means your energy has lifted, elevated into the heart. When you're out of stress, you can invest in your happiness, your joy, your kindness, and your compassion. It's very hard to be stressed and invested in those things as well. So we clear stress first. Now we move the energy to the heart. The heart elevates, opens like a flower, and we enter into the space of gratitude. Now, these emotions that we're looking for, these higher elevated emotions, they take some special work to get there and to stay there. And first and foremost, clear the stress. Get the nervous system to relax. Then we move chi into the heart center, and we elevate the heart energy so that we can live our best lives. We can feel happy and joyful from the inside out, peaceful and content. Slowly bring the arms down. Hands over your abdomen now. Feet together. And center your energy here. Let your body rock and sway a little bit like bamboo in the wind. Let your body rock and sway. Releasing right around your spine, especially the neck. Feel as if your neck is just floating on your shoulders and the head floating on the top of the neck. No tension. Feel the spine relax. Now your spine is like seaweed in the ocean. And just let the chi go wherever it needs to for a greater depth of healing within yourself. Nice deep breath. Relax. That feels good. Wonderful practice, everybody. Great job. It was a really nice, well-balanced practice, and we did a lot of work with the spine, with these undulations, and they're so good for your spine because we don't move the spine in that water-like way often enough. So especially important for any back pain, or if you've been sitting for a long period of time, it just really invigorates the spine.